When you're picking your executor or contemplating who should serve to implement your will-based estate plan, it's important to understand who's not allowed to serve as an executor or administrator of an estate. Certainly minors cannot serve in that role, right? They're incompetent by virtue of their minority, so they don't have the ability to serve in any legal roles, executor, trustee, or financial or healthcare agents. People with a felony whose rights have not been reinstituted, so if they're unable to vote by virtue of a felony conviction, they won't be able to serve as an executor either. People who live overseas cannot serve as an executor or in another country generally. Canada, Mexico, anywhere other than the United States cannot serve as executor. And it's largely because the court doesn't have jurisdiction outside of its boundaries. For that same reason, non-North Carolina residents cannot serve as an executor without appointing somebody here to serve with them as what's called their resident process agent. And it's largely because if you don't do your job, we serve notices to do your job. So if you miss filing deadlines, the court will serve a notice on you to remind you of your duty to complete this filing by this deadline. And if you continue not to file that paperwork, they send the sheriff out to serve you in order to file. Well, the sheriff can't leave the state of North Carolina. So there has to be someone here to accept that process for you if you don't live in North Carolina. But that can't apply to anybody who lives in another country. Those are generally going to be the people. Otherwise, bad conduct, some meaningful, conduct reason to exclude somebody. Those are the other bases to not be qualified to be an executor.